नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानांजन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सगगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानंद विग्रहः अनादिरादिर् गोविन्दः सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and the topmost knowledge, Pavitram Idam Uttamam. So by Krishna's mercy, now we are in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We finished 12 slokas. So in the 18th chapter, Arjuna is asking a question about the difference between sannyasa and tyaga. For that, Krishna is explaining in detail. So, in the first question, when Arjuna asked, then in the next 71 slokas, so Krishna is continuously answering. So that way, we are getting even more knowledge, much more knowledge about Krishna. We are understanding very clearly in this chapter that by always remembering Krishna, we are good to go to Goloka. By fully surrendering unto Krishna, we will get a place in Goloka. We'll go there. So, by rendering all our works, all our activities for Krishna, we are going to definitely go to Goloka. So that's why in this chapter, Krishna is teaching us very, very clear. So, Machittaga Sarva Durgani Matprasadat Karishu. So, if you always think about me, by my mercy, all your problems are solved. Sarva Karmani Api Sada Kurvano Madhya Pashega Matprasada Tavapnoti. So, Matprasada Tavapnoti Saswatam Padam Avya. So, you will attain the supreme abode. Tameva Saranam Gacha Sarva Bhavena Bharata Tat Prasadat Param Shantim Stanam Prapsisi Saswatam. So, everything Krishna is saying very clearly in this chapter, in the 18th chapter. We just have to listen to him. So, if you just listen to Krishna, we are, like as I mentioned yesterday, if you just listen to Krishna, we are very safe. If we don't listen to Krishna, then we are in big trouble. So, that's what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. So, we have to simply listen to Krishna for everything. So, that means just follow Bhagavad Gita. Whatever we do, by following Bhagavad Gita, it will be a success. Anything we do is going to be a success. So that's what we need to understand. So whatever we think, it is going to happen. So whatever we do, it will be a success means whatever we think, it's going to happen. When we depend fully on Krishna. When we have the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita and we dedicate our life to Krishna, then whatever we think, it's going to happen. Everything is success. Because we are doing everything only for Krishna. Then our activities are not going to bind us. Then we will be able to do the activities which will liberate us. Because we know with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, what is binding, what is liberating. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we develop love on Krishna, when we fully depend on Krishna, then by Krishna's causeless mercy, all our problems will come to an end. That's why Krishna is repeatedly asking us to focus our mind on Him. Because that is the way to free ourselves from all the distress. There is a way to lead a happy life. By focusing our mind on Krishna, by fixing our mind on Krishna, we are going to be happy. Anyone who is thinking about Krishna, remembering Krishna, so he is going to be happy. So there is a formula for happiness. So then we know the right way to do. We know everything, what to be done and what not to be done. Everything we know. Because Krishna is guiding us, Krishna is teaching us. So today we are going to study the slokas which I have mentioned many times in the past, that every action, in order to succeed, there are totally 5 factors. We should not be thinking that everything is happening because of me. That is not at all true. I just said earlier that with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, whatever we think, it will happen. All our actions, we have successful end on everything. The reason is that Krishna is helping us to achieve success. Because wherever there is Krishna, there is success only. Because when we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, when we are doing everything as per the principles of Bhagavad Gita, so that means Krishna is with us. Because there won't be any material attachments. If we have some such material attachments, then Krishna will make sure that we will fail miserably. But there is a success only for us, actually. Because by not remembering Krishna, not focusing on Krishna, if you are attached to material things in this material way, so failure of such actions is actually a success for us, because we should be attached to only Krishna, not to the results of our activities. That's what we need to understand. But Krishna will save us. Krishna will protect us. And Krishna is guiding us in the right direction. So that's why we are studying Bhagavad Gita. That's why we are able to progress in this effort. We are understanding all the slokas very easily. No trouble at all. To understand Bhagavad Gita for us, it's very easy. It's extremely easy. So now we need to focus on this Bhagavad Gita fully and study and do everything for Krishna. So that way our life is going to be very effective, very useful. Whatever action we do, that will make sense. Otherwise, what all we do, they're all nonsense. So only with Krishna's Bhagavad Gita knowledge, only in Krishna consciousness, whatever action we do, that's going to make perfect sense. All other actions are going to bind us to this material world. That's what we need to understand. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 12 slokas in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we are understanding in the 18th chapter, actually, in the 9th sloka we studied, Krishna is teaching us, in the 9th sloka, Karyam nityeva yat karma niyatham kriyate arjuna sangam tyatva palam chaiva satyagaga satviko mataha. So any activity which we do just as a matter of duty. Karyam nityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna, on the prescribed activities. Of course, it has to be prescribed, niyatam. Sangam tyaktva palam chaiva. So by giving up the sangam, so the attachment, and giving up the palam, the results, the attachment to the results. So sangam tyaktva palam chaiva satyagaga satviko mataga. So that tyaga is in the mode of goodness. So we already studied the tyaga in the mode of ignorance and in passion. So that's what in the sloka number 7 and 8 we studied. So niyatasya tu sanyasaga karmano nopabadyade moha tasya parityagaga tamasaga parikirtade. So the prescribed duties should never be renounced. So such kind of renunciation, that tyaga is in the mode of ignorance. Then dukkamityeva yat karma kaya klesa bhayatyaje sakritva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga palam labhe. So thinking that it is very difficult to do, and out of fear of bodily discomfort, so if you give up any activities, that is in the mode of passion, and it won't bring any results. So here in the 9th sloka, karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva palam chaiva satyagaga satviko mataha. So we have to do all the activities as karya, the duty to do. That's what is very important. Oh Arjuna, when one performs his prescribed duty only because it ought to be done and renounces all material association and all attachment to the fruit, his renunciation is said to be in the mode of goodness. Then in the next sloka, Nadveshti akushalam karma kushalena anusajjate tyagi sattva samavishto Medavi chinna samsayaga. So one who is akushalam karma means inauspicious activities, who doesn't hate. One who never hates the inauspicious activities are attached to the auspicious activities. One who is not attached to the auspicious activities. That means whatever activity we do for Krishna as per Bhagavad Gita, we just do it. That's it. So Tyagi Sattva Samavishtu. So that Tyagi is completely in the mode of goodness, Sattva Samavishtu. That's what in the previous sloka Krishna was teaching us about Sattva. So the Tyaga in the mode of goodness. So Medavi. So he's a Medavi. He's intelligent. And he has destroyed all his doubts. Chinna Samshega. That's what Medavi, Chinna Samshega. The intelligent renouncer situated in the mode of goodness, neither hateful of inauspicious work, nor attached to auspicious work, has no doubts about work. Then in the next sloka, Nahi deha vrita shakyam tyaktum karmanya seshataha yastu karma palatyagi satyagi tyabhidiyate. So after getting this body, deha vrita, the embodied, so it's not possible for us to give up the activities completely. So there's a na sakyam tyaktum karmani asesataga means to give up the activities completely. There is na sakyam means not possible. Yastu karma palatyagi. But it is possible to give up all the results of activities. That's why who is able to renounce all the results. Yastu karma palatyagi. Satyagi iti abhidiyate. So he is known as the tyagi. So that's what. So he is the true renouncer. So yastu karma palatyagi. So we should be able to give up the attachment to the results. So that's what is the tyaga. Satyagi iti abhidiyate. So it is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities, but he who renounces the fruits of action is called one who has truly renounced. Satyagiti abhidiyate. Then in the next sloka, Anishtam mishtam mishram cha trividam karmanaga palam bhavatyatyāginām pretya natu sannyasinām kvachit. So, atyāginām. Atyāginām means a person who is not a tyāgi. So, what kind of results he will get? When we are attached to the results, we are not going to get the results what we are looking for it. But what kind of results we get after we die? So, pretya. Pretya means after death. So in the next slide, so there is anishtam, undesirable, ishtam, desirable, and mishram means mixed. So that's what anishtam, mishram cha trividam karmanaga palam, 3 types of results. So they will get after death. Natu sannyasinam vachit. But a sannyasi is not going to get any such results. So that's why we have to be a sannyasi. For one who is not renounced, the threefold fruits of action, desirable, undesirable, and mixed, accrue after death. But those who are in the renounced order of life have no such result to suffer or enjoy. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing what we are studying today, 18 chapter 13 sloka. Panchaitani mahabaho karanani nibodame Sankhe krutante proktani siddhaye sarvakarmana. So, Panchaitani, O Mahabahu, O mighty armed Arjuna. So, there are 5 Panchaitani Karanani. There are 5 causes. So, there are 5 factors, 5 causes. So you hear from me, you listen from me, nibodame, just understand from me. So there is siddhaye sarva karmanam. So for the success of all activities. So it is mentioned in the Sankhya. So Sankhya in the Kritante, in the conclusion, in the Vedanta, in the conclusion, it is mentioned that totally there are 5 factors, 5 causes for the success of any action. So that's what you hear from me. That's what Krishna is. Understand from me. That's what Krishna is saying. O mighty armed Arjuna, according to the Vedanta, that's what Kritante, there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of these from me. So, what are those 5 causes which we have studied many times in the past? I have quoted many times. Adhisthanam tata karta karanam cha prithak vidam vividascha prithak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam. Adhisthanam tata karta. So adhisthanam, sthanam means place. So the place, adhisthanam, it's a place of activities. So there is the field of activities, which includes the body also. Tata karta, similarly the performer. Karta, karanam cha pratak vidam. So there are many types of instruments. So pratak vidam, various instruments. So that's what karanam cha pratak vidam. Karanam, instruments, to perform an activity. Vividascha pratak cheshta, and different kinds of endeavors. So that's what vividascha pratak cheshta, various endeavors. And finally, 5th one is Daivam. Daivam Chaivatra Panchamam. So that's what these are the 5 factors. The place, the performer, the instruments, and the endeavors, and Krishna, Deva. These 5 factors are the cause for the success of any action. The place of action, the body, the performer, the various senses, the many different kinds of endeavor, and ultimately the super soul. There are 5, these are 5 factors of action. That's what Krishna is teaching. Now in the next sloka, in the sloka number 15, Krishna is saying that Shariravan Manubi Yakarma Prarabhate Naraga Nyayam Va Viparitam Va Panchaite Tasya Hetavaga. So, Sarira, Van, Manobi. We already studied in the 17th chapter also. So, the tapas, the austerity due to body, mind, and speech. So, like that, action also, it can be due to our body, mind, and speech. That's what Sarira, Van, Manobi, Yat Karma. So, whatever action we do with our body, mind, or speech, so that is Sarira, Van, Manobi, Yat Karma. Prarabhate Naraga, whatever action we start, whatever action we do, whether it is good or bad, Nyayam va or Viparidam va, whether it's the right or wrong actions, Panchaite Tasya Hetavagam. So these 5 factors have to be there for it to succeed. Even if something bad things are happening, something wrong things are happening, again those 5 factors have to come together for such action to happen. That's what we need to understand. Whether it is good or bad, and it's all these 5 factors play a role. Whatever right or wrong a man performs by body, mind, or speech is caused by these 5 factors. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching us that Tatraivam sati kartaram atmanam kevalam tuyaga Pasyata krita buddhidvan nasa pasyati durmatihi. So that's what Tatraivam Sadikartaram Atmanam Kevalam Tuyaha. So if anyone who thinks that only we are the doer, Atmanam Kevalam Tuyaga Pasyati, who sees that Pasyati. So akrita buddhidvan. So due to unintelligence. So that's why due to unintelligence, if anyone sees that, he's not actually seeing, na pasyati, and he's foolish, durmati. So he's not seeing things as they are, and he's foolish. So that's what we need to see, that all the 5 factors in each and every action. We should not be thinking that we are the only doer. So if you think that Atmanam Kevalam Tvayaga means I am the only doer, so I am doing it like that, if we think, so that means we are foolish, we have no intelligence. Therefore, one who thinks himself the only doer, not considering the 5 factors, is certainly not very intelligent and cannot see things as they are. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 4 more slokas today. So 16 slokas in the 18th chapter. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Name. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Name. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama, Hare R.K. Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna. S.K. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Very
Hare
nice
Krishna,
lecture and very good knowledge. In fact, you have earlier also explained me about this particular sloka.
Yeah, 5 factors.
Yes, it's wonderful, Guruji. Every time we study, we tend to learn more.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
so, and in fact, unless these 5 factors are there, the action cannot happen. Am I right, Guruji? Even if
yes,
the one factor is less, even then
action will not be successful.
That's right, Guru. That's really.
Even if Krishna wants that action to happen, if we are not putting any endeavors, if we are not ready, then it's not going to
happen. That's the real knowledge. Sometimes people feel you just pray to the God, this will be done, and they don't do any karma, the action for that. Really, it will not happen. I mean, yes, all the 5 factors have to be present. This is the real learning, Guruji.
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you for the class, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Today we learned that all the actions performed are caused by the place of action, the doer of action, senses, different kinds of endeavors, and the will of God. Generally, we focus more on the doer of the action.
Yeah, we think that we are the doer, but that is not correct.
Yes.
And then somebody does. That's it. Yes,
yes, Guruji, when somebody does something, we always feel that that person has done it, and we always focus on the doer. But
That
we
is
should
wrong.
take into account all the five causes. And Guruji, the Supreme Lord being the most important cause of all. So I guess we should change our focus from the doer to the Supreme Lord and trust Him, have faith in Him.
Exactly.
So that is what we have learned today, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji, for your efforts.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for the lovely class, Guruji. It's really very nice to learn daily, step by step, everything. Today also, learn the main cause that he is the doer. Without his effort, we can't do anything. We think that we are doing, but it's all because of him. So we have to have faith in him. Am I right, Guruji?
Yes, correct. ma'am. So we have
Thank
to
you,
help
Guruji,
out.
for everything. Thank you, Guruji, for
Thank you, Mataji.
keeping us
Hare
on.
Krishna.
Nityananda Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktinanda.
Archibald Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Sadhar Dandvat Pranam.
Dhanavad pranams. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for a wonderful class. I had been disturbed for the last week, had a different uncertain type of a schedule, touring and then meeting emergencies in odd times. So I was a bit perturbed and not getting connected to you in time. But today, after a long, I could join in time, could get a very good lecture and could do the 2 rounds of chanting also. Of course, my chanting took a longer time as compared to you today. So that's why I was late in unmuting. So it's a wonderful class, Guruji. And what I have realized, you have said in today's class, Man Buddhi and Kaya, body. Whatever a person does, it's all because of the 5 factors. So basically, whatever we are thinking, that is also depending on the 5 factors. So that is very interesting to note. So virtually, we are not having even an iota of control on ourselves. Everything is decided by the 5 factors. So it's all the mercy of Krishna that we could get connected to, through you, we could get connected to Krishna. And we are continuing. This is again mercy of Krishna. So we are highly grateful to you, Guruji. Thank you very much. I don't have any other question. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Excellent class. And really, we learned some new things today. That means for any actions to be completed, there are 5 factors. Even if God wants to give something to us, if you don't take initiative, I think that also will
You
not
won't
happen.
get it.
Yeah, that's what it is, Guruji. So we should do our part. Then only God can help us. That is what it is. That today's slogan says. Thank you so much, Guruji. Good thing. That means in touch with you. All because of your effort, Guruji, we are in touch with Krishna as well as on a daily basis. It's a very nice thing. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your effort, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji, for wonderful experience of the 5 factors. So one
Yes.
factor missing also will not complete the action in a way.
There is one.
Most prominent is faith and the will of Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Till his will is not there, the other 4 factors are redundant.
Yes, ma'am.
So his factor is the supremost factor, Guruji.
That is correct. That's correct.
So when you said buddhi, buddhi atmane, you use the word buddhi atmane. So the right buddhi of I'm not the doer, but it is the will of Krishna.
That's correct.
So that atmane shabd you used. So can you elaborate on that atmane?
Which sloka, Mataji, you are talking about it?
Today you did no buddhi atmane. You use those two words, no?
Yeah. So buddhi is like, okay, 1 second. I'm sorry, the one. Which sloka you are referring to? I'm just. Oh yeah, I know you are talking about the last thing, correct? Akrita buddhitva. That's what you are talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, Atmanam Kevalam Tuyagam. So there is anyone who thinks that he is the only doer, he has no intelligence. Because of no intelligence, he thinks that he is the only doer. So that way he is foolish, Durmati. So that's what Krishna is saying in the 16th sloka we studied. So only one who has intelligence will be able to see that there are 5 factors, 5 causes for every action to succeed. Those who have no intelligence, they will think that they are the only doer. Yes, you got it, Mataji? Hare Krishna. I'm not able to hear from you, Mataji. Vishnuvardhana Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No questions, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Subhalakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Pranam Prabhuji. But in the whatever slokas we get pronunciation, in that Tamasa Tyaga, Rajasa Tyaga, then only it will come Siddhatma.
Yeah.
Prabhu says, Suddha Sattvika will come. Whatever you will come, karmas will do. Suddha Sattvika will come in. Then only you will understand. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Whatever I will understand, then only I will tell you.
to get this knowledge, then fully we understand. You will be coming to the
Yes.
Sattva.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice class. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Lakshmi Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare
By
Krishna.
classless mercy of Krishna, we are studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge. In the 18th chapter, Krishna is answering Arjun's question of difference between sannyasi and tyagi. What we understand is by always remembering Krishna and fully surrendering to Krishna, by rendering devotional service to Krishna, we are able to go to Goloka. Krishna is telling everything. We have to listen to Krishna. If we don't listen, that will be of no use. If we have to depend only on Krishna getting Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we get success. Our activities will not bind us and we liberate ourselves. Focusing on Krishna makes us free from all distress and lead a happy life. We know Krishna tells what to do and what not to do. He helps us to achieve success. Study Bhagavad Gita, understanding all the slokas easily and keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Whatever we do will get success and be effective. And today, revising the slokas, 18th chapter, 12th sloka, it tells a person who is not a tyagi, after death, he gets 3 types of undesirable, desirable, and mixed results, whereas it is not the case with a sannyasi. In the 13th sloka, Krishna is telling Arjun that there are 5 causes, 5 factors for success of all activities according to Vedanta. And in the 14th sloka, the 5 factors are explained. One is the place, adhishthanam of activity, including body, performer, various instruments to perform action, different kinds of endeavors, and finally the super soul, the Daiva. All the factors cause for all actions, all these 5 factors. In the 15th sloka, it is given that these 5 factors are contributing for whatever action does by the body, speech, and mind, whether it is proper or improper. In the 16th sloka, it is told that Krishna is telling, whoever thinks that he is a performer, whoever thinks soul is the only doer, he is an unintelligent person and he is a fool. He cannot see things as they are. This is what all the things, actions are done only by the 5 factors we follow. Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you for today's class, wonderful class. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Today's slokas are really interesting and clearly shows that Bhagavad Gita is the science, what I felt. Because that 5 factors and each action, how it takes place, every individual's actions, how it takes place, it is explained in a very, very clear way. And that is the 5 factors. That is nothing but the real science, what I felt. So that is the way the Bhagavad Gita has been taught by Krishna to all of us. It's not only, it's a life science itself. That is very, very clear. That is the thing. You may think that it is just bodhana given by Krishna. It is not only bodhana, it is the real factors which takes place in life as a science, scientifically. That is the thing what I felt. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
And you have Loka 18th chapter, very important. So I am on the way today meeting literary program. So really nice to have a class, and whatever it may be, to try to be corrected with the Bhagavad Gita class. I will try my best. Summer vacation started, so I can concentrate, focus on Gita and nothing else. As small Prabhupada, all the books. There is no time at all. I have to concentrate this vacation for completely all the books. Is it possible? Not possible. But at least some knowledge you can get because of you, Guruji, to charge with this spiritual knowledge, this inject your mind and not material things. And this spiritual knowledge, Kuya Jnanam, Raja Vidya, for us. We are fortunate enough to be connected. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satatanam Aman Nama.
Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, So today it has a very excellent class today about the karma and the reason of karma, the place of karma, and ultimately it happens through super soul. It has been clearly stated. So one thing is the whole world running through super soul, but identities are different, personalities are different. I could not able to understand.
Yes, Prabhu. Maybe I need to join another meeting, Prabhu. Maybe next class I will be able to explain in detail.
Thank you.
Prabhu?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Prabhu.
Yes.
Please remember this question. Yes, Prabhu. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will-
Thank you, Guru. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. I won't be able to play Prabhupada Kirtan now since I'm getting there for another meeting. So we will see again on Tuesday. Hare Krishna.